Well, here we are, back in New Edorahn, on New Edorahn, at Whitehall, still coming along nicely. Put these two houses up, the floor plans were down, and actually the whole of this area is now done, I feel. I'm sure there's a way through. Where's this coming to? Oh, this is underneath the one of the chapels. Yeah, so oops. Put up this little market style area, little open market area. Obviously had to integrate it into the side of a building. A little bit ugly, unfortunate. Couldn't really be helped. I suppose I could put in a floor, disguise most of it. I think I'm actually thinking about knocking out part of this so that you could get access onto this balcony, but it's not exactly essential. Let's turn off that rain. So yeah, you know, everything else is in place. All of the houses have been done. Put up my little bit of a blacksmith. Finished the bridge. Probably one of my more elaborate bridge designs. I don't often treat them. It's like I need to build bridges from time to time, but I tend not to treat them specially enough to put up something a little bit more elaborate like this is, which is a shame. You know. So yeah, I moved on over here and I put down a floor plan for the Magna Toil, the great work. This is a reference to the building's function, not me declaring it's a great building for me to be building. As I've shown this off in another stream, there is a well, you've got the one ravine, obviously, two ravines cutting off here, and then there's another ravine here. And actually, I think working off of maybe this one, a few tunnels on, there's a fourth ravine. So, which is why I'm here, which is, well, why I'm building such a big building over it like this. I laid out most of the floor plan here before I decided I would move on. Move backwards, rather. I haven't shown you that yet, but it's behind me. This is a living area, chapel, roadway in, storage, manufacturing and smelting and so on. There will need to be, well, there's going to be stairwells down in a couple of locations. Which reminds me, probably put that in now before I forget. Let's mark something there. That will be another stairwell down. This is partly because there's so many ravines, it would be nice to bring down stairs in different locations. The main one here is obviously going to come out, and I've just realised it's going to come out directly over another ravine. It's not necessarily helpful. Thinking about filling this in as well, just, you know, fill it up with water. But I did this, got this floor plan laid out, and then swiftly moved on because I've actually been working on a boat. Now the mage tower had some tweaks added. I put in this more elaborate curl to go along with the existing one. I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, I moved on to this boat. Now the boat is a reconstruction, or like a Mark II of an existing boat that I built, but is not part of this empire. The original boat is called the Harp. It is some distance away from here, around about near the centre of the map. In fact, part of another project that I don't go back to anymore. It's not really, it really isn't much of a reconstruction. This sort of thing is definitely in keeping with what I did before, but it was with wood, entirely jungle wood, and the sails were green. That is where I've settled on, I think blue will be the colour for these. It can be difficult to know what to do with sails properly. Obviously a mast of a sail isn't a metre thick, which presents problems, same as walls in buildings. They're not usually a metre thick, but you don't have much choice when it comes to Minecraft. There's also the fact you have the one upper beam, and then there'll be another lower beam that the sail's attached to, and then there'll be a separate beam for the next set. And it's like recreating that. It can be a bit of a headache. So well, I don't really have much in the way of advice for dealing with this problem. One thing that can be frustrating with sails is there's always a temptation, you know, I want to build them like full sail. I want them, you know, billowiness and make it look like it's in motion, except for the fact that it's parked. What do you do? Like, you know, I don't know. Oh dear. The lives and times of a Minecraft builder. Happy with the width of the sails there either. It's tempting to incorporate them into one, which is what I usually do. I don't do these doubles like this. It's like, yeah, I'll end these here. And there'll be obviously, you know, the next one down. Oh dear. Use various other tricks as well to try and finish stuff off. You know, little spiked bits on the edge, just to give it a little bit of shape maybe. Probably didn't need to bring them in quite as much, or stick them out as far. It's probably the more accurate one. I'm not happy with the fact that there's only 6 blocks here instead of an odd number. It will make it very difficult to do the cross pattern that I usually put on sails.